It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So Michigan's offense will get the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before. Because
turning it on, picks up the first down. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense.
We've got 2 receivers playing in this game, 2 of the best in the entire country. 2 guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors. They know the system. They have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is Bolitnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head, and we got that stage today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Bailey. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And it's, wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Oregon! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. A run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Henderson. Quick spin on the line. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Firing to the right, complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Underwood to throw. He's got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The give to the left side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. It's complete to the right. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, games have ebbs and flows to them, and good things happen and bad things happen, but everything is going this offense's way on this drive. This thing has been textbook. Really nice cadence by the play caller. He's mixing in different looks, keeping his defense on their heels. They have just matriculated the football down the field in control, and now they're in the red zone. This offensive drive has been really impressive.
Might be calling a hot route. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
949 rock star. 949 rock star.
Just feeds the running back. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Griffin. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Makes one man miss. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Bailey. Trying to get rid of it. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Gets the back moving. He wants to throw it again. Punts it out of the air. Open space at the 25. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Takes the grab. It's Underwood. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that.
Michigan! Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body.
Might have a chance. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Looking to the big tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now on second down. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Stopped short of the first down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Field goal is good. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So here comes the Michigan offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Henderson. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Now on the counter. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking for a crease to the left. Still on his feet at the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Throwing, Underwood. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Wolverines will try to pick it up on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Right on the money. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
This will likely be the last play of the half. A designed run for the quarterback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Between the uprights, it's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 9 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Demon Deacons coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And this group is finally able to get into the win column after starting 0-3. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside the Big House. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the Big House.
The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half. What do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Oregon head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He'll take it himself. There's a crease. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gresham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Griffin. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the run, it's Griffin. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Gives it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, you got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get that football.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Touchdown, Ducks! They take the lead with the 6. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Underwood. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the...
Got a little grass. Touchdown, Wolverines! And you can smell that upset brewing as the confidence grows as they have taken the lead. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see...
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the defense.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Bailey. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rule will check on his condition. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are back on tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking for space, it's Henderson. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Underwood spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. To the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Maybe a crease. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but
they've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Rides to back and leaves it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Complete. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
All right, so they failed on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can.
Here's a little room there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Might as well give it to him again. Turning it on! Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Now on the move. Tripped up for the tackle.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. To throw, it's Bailey. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Finds a man on the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Looking for a push on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Going for 6. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, Coach Signetti told me right before the game, he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Hoosiers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get first crack at it here. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Underwood to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the...
Caught, and he's got room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Michigan! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And this running game might have a huge huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Finding some room. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Takes the handoff. It's Richard. Got enough for the first. Loose and late. All the way. Touchdown, Indiana.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Hansen. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Hauls it in. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Underwood. Using the quick game. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Riggs.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on second and short. The run inside. It's Richard. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Finds his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught over the middle. It's shot. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And the Hoosiers come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Number 15 on the field goal.
And it's good from 58 yards out.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Crosses the 30. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Underwood. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Breaks the tackle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Looking for room. It's Henderson. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Underwood. Pressure coming. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And all of a sudden, this offense starting to look like the Stanford offenses that David Shaw used to coach, where they had 3 NFL tight ends on the field at the same time and lining guys up all over the place, making it hard for the defense. These guys got weapons. They've got big guys that can catch the ball and hurt you. I love the formation, and I love the execution.
Running inside. It's Henderson. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So a drive there of 85 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
The Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. There's some room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indiana! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Trying to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Sometimes slow and steady wins the race, right? Doesn't always have to be 55-yard completions through the air for scores. You saw it on the last drive, deleting the clock, running and throwing the football, taking care of the football, and capping it off with a score. And you're seeing that again on this drive, too. This offensive line is just
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Wolverines!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Coming out with it, it's Griffin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Richard. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 8 team, the Michigan State Spartans. And it's the Scarlet Knights, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. and it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Bloomington. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, I did catch up with Coach Signetti coming out of the locker room. They have got to use this home team's energy and enthusiasm to their benefit. As you know, this game has a lot of implications. It could separate them in the conversation for the college football playoff, but they have got to have a little better performance here to start the third. We'll see if this home crowd gives them the energy that they need.
Okay, Holly. They'll go right back to the run. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
So now it's second and long. They'll try the run. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run up.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. He's at touchdown, Michigan. Rolled his way into the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Running inside. It's Richard. Got enough for the first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's too bad because this guy's had an incredible day statistically. Already over 100 yards rushing, but look on the scoreboard and you'd never know it. Their defense has not been able to do their part, and you just...
Makes the catch and he's free. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Hoosiers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Richard.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. If it works. They tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
Now, how about a good job by the defense? You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, came up with a big sack the next play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Richard. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Running inside, it's Henderson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Offense changing the play. Heading into the fourth quarter, and both of these running backs have just been outstanding. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Throwing, Underwood. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, Underwood. Fires to the big fella. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel. By challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And this is not decision time.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
Bad decision there by the ball carrier to go out of bounds because you've stopped the clock, and now you've given the defense an opportunity to get off the field. If you go for it here on 4th and short and you don't get it, all of the momentum is now on your opponent's side.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. So they'll use a timeout here, one more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national